Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to All India Radio Houston. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, and we are coming to you live through YouTube live streaming. Our audio radio station is under construction right now, but anyway, we are here to talk about Indo-American Association. My special guest is Dayal, who has been the Chief Executive Officer of Indo-American Association for more than a decade, but he's going to tell me how many years. Hari, welcome to All India Radio Houston, and let's talk about Indo-American Association and its mission.
Thank you, Nick. It's my pleasure to be here on your show.
This is the camera, yeah.
The mission of Indo-American Association, which has been in existence for 21 years now, is to promote cultural arts of India in the American context. So it's an exchange really between the American arts and Indian arts. We try to promote Indian arts at venues where the mainstream can also come and enjoy those shows, along with, of course, our,
21 years is a long time for a non-profit organization to be bringing culture and spreading not only just music but dance, art, and all these things. Are there any other associations in?
There might be, but I'm not aware of.
But in Houston, I think you have, I should say, excellent record in terms of time in bringing these cultural activities year after year, and certainly enriching the people with music and all these things. Let's talk about. You said 20 years. Let's talk about some of the highlights of the past 20 years from Indo-American Association's cultural programs.
Well. It will be hard to mention a few because there have been so many. On the Indian side, on the Indian music side, we have the distinction of presenting all the
just about every top artist
all the
in
top
India.
Artists, starting from Ravi Shankar to Ali Akbar Khan to
that's right.
All the Bharat Ratnas and Padam Vibhushans, all the Padam Bhushans and all the Padam Shris. I think we probably have not, with the exception of Bhimsen Joshi, who I regret we could not bring. I don't think we have missed any known name in Indian music or Indian dance.
I mean, of course, it spans all the way from North India to South India to Bengal and all these places, because you had some artists coming from South India also doing dance and music.
I'm glad you asked this question because we really like to think that we represent all of India,
entire India,
and we are not focused on Bengal or Gujarat or Madras or Punjab. We have presented artists not only from India but even from Pakistan.
That's right. Yes, so, and you also had last year, I guess, artists from Iraq.
Yes,
it's like a fusion.
Yes, we presented
between
Iraq,
Middle East and
we have done many programs with Western.
That's right.
Artists like Mickey Hart, Zakir Hussain, and the Gypsy Caravan, where we presented the history of the movement of gypsies, right from Rajasthan all the way to Eastern Europe. So we have not constrained ourselves to a particular region of India, or for that matter, to entire India. We have gone across the globe, if you will.
So let's talk a little bit about the membership program you have for those who want to be members, and so that they can come and attend all these programs throughout the year and year after year.
Nick, this 2014 will be our 16th year.
I see.
Of offering what we call subscriptions.
Yes.
Which is something typically the American organizations do. And we thought that Indian organizations should also do that. And we have been able to do that. Basically, there are two levels of subscription. You can become a patron with a donation of $1,000. And being a donation, you can deduct to whatever extent possible. And that gives you 2 VIP tickets for all the events concerts in the year. Then the second level is a season ticket subscriber, which is $250. Which gives you 1 ticket next to VIP for each event we do in the year.
Okay.
Just to give you a figure, for $250, people get tickets worth more than $550 to $600. So it's really a very economic way to get your reserve seats, your tickets mailed,
Yeah.
and if you don't use themselves, give to your friends.
Friends, yeah.
And you are supporting a good cause. So,
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So you have a guaranteed seat, and you don't have to worry about going and trying to find
no,
where to get the tickets
and
all
your
this.
tickets are mailed to you automatically.
And also all these programs are open to all the general public also.
Yes, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to All India Radio Houston. I am Dr. Nik Nikam. My special guest is Dr. Hari Dayal, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Indo-American Association, which has been bringing art and cultural programs to Houston for past 20 years. And of course, they are going to kick off their program this year, starting Tuesday, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes. Let's... so, is there a particular genre of music or art that you focus on?
No, we are truly multidisciplinary.
Yeah.
It's music, dance, drama, films, Bollywood, non-Bollywood, classical, north, south. I think it's the whole gamut.
So you even in terms of time, you had all these nostalgic shows of the 60s and 70s also. There's black and white, something like that, which really highlighted the era of 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Yes, I mean, with all the bad name, if you will, the Bollywood has gotten. But if it wasn't for Bollywood, I don't think music would have been as popular as it is. So I really salute Bollywood for their contribution. I mean, they have their limitations. But, and Nick, just to let you know that this year, 2014, we are doing something we have not done before. Namely, we are presenting a dance performance by Ukrainian dance group.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Which will showcase the Ukraine's colorful art, music, and dance. That's not an Indian program. But we want to expose Indian population to the other arts as well.
So, in fact, a lot of Indian dance schools here have gotten pretty popular by making their presentations in basketball games and things like that. So it's a great way to exchange our cultural, what I should say, jewels.
Well, this particular production company, Volshky Ukrainian Dance Ensemble, is supported by New England Foundation of Arts.
I see,
So they are really that good. And this is going to be a great performance. Of course, it's about Ukraine, it's about Ukrainian arts, but we do not want to limit ourselves just to Indian programs.
Yeah, I think that's excellent, especially when you combine Indian music or dance with other countries' instruments or music, then it becomes like an excellent fusion, which is something unique, but we are not seeing every day.
Right.
And in that way it helps. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to All India Radio Houston. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, your host. Our programs are supposed to be aired on 10:90 a.m. Somehow we are having technical difficulties with the audio system, but we are live streaming this to YouTube, so you will be able to watch this now or on demand in the future. And my special guest is Dr. Hari Dayal, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Indo-American Association, which has brought music, art, dance, drama, and cultural programs from all over the globe to Houston for the past 20 years. Let's talk about... this is a more interesting question. Let's talk about a typical show day. What is it like? Is everybody running around or just racing against clock? Just walk us through this one typical show day for the board members.
Well, Nick, you have experienced it firsthand.
I know.
So you know, because you were on the board and you helped with the Sonu Nigam program. Fortunately, things have become streamlined over 20 years. Each volunteer, each board member knows what he or she is supposed to do. And things run pretty smoothly. So it's not a chaos. It's not everybody running around not knowing what is happening. So it's not that bad. Of course, there's pressure, there's tension until the event is over.
Event is over. Until it's like they say, until the last song is sung.
Right.
It's not over for the board members.
Right. So there's anxiety, but no, things go pretty smoothly because we have I guess, figured out a system, and it works reasonably well.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't understand how much effort is put into, one, you have to find a group, and then you have to make a deal with them to come to the show. But on the show day, there's somebody who has to go and pick them up. Somebody has to register the hotel. We have to make sure the food is taken care of, their transportation is taken care of. General public don't really have concept of what it takes, and they say, why is the show 30 minutes late? And I said, then they have to work on the audio system.
Well, fortunately for us, I don't think we can be blamed for the show being 30 minutes late.
No, I think your show has always consistently started on time, and I think
hopefully that's one thing that will not stick on us.
Yeah, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to All India Radio Houston. My special guest is Dr. Dayal from Indo-American Association. You're listening to All India Radio Houston, coming to you live through YouTube video stream. We'll take a little break here, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Samskriti, now celebrating 20 years of showcasing the best of Indian performing arts, presents Dashavatar, Sunday, April 6th, 5 to 7 p.m. at the beautiful Kalan Theatre at Wortham Center. Dashavatar, the story of 10 incarnations of Vishnu, directed by the one and only Ratna Kumar, unfolds creatively with dances, masks, visuals, music and more. When? April 6th, Sunday at 5 p.m. Where? Kalan Theatre at Wortham Center. For online tickets and information, visit explorehouston.org/ticketing or call 832-487-7041. Get more information on samskritihouston.org or call 832-275-9656.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I am Dr. Nik Nikam. You are listening to All India Radio Houston. My special guest is Dr. Dayal, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Indo-American Association. We are talking about all these cultural programs that are coming up. Okay, let's talk about... so most of your programs are held at the downtown Wortham Center.
Wortham Center or Jones Hall.
Jones Hall. That's probably the best location for cultural programs. And so where do people go to get their tickets generally?
Our tickets are very simple. You go online, iaahouston.com. You pick exactly the seat you want.
Yeah.
Which is not many websites offer that.
Yeah.
And there is no extra charge of any type.
No service charge.
No service charge, no delivery charge, nothing. Yeah. And if you buy your ticket early enough, we even mail your tickets at no extra charge.
Oh, I see, yeah.
The other way is to call at 281-648-0422.
I see. Let's repeat that number again. It is
281-648-0422. That's the IA's phone number.
Okay, that's the number again is 281-648-0422. That's the IAA
right. And
number. Yeah.
You can call and leave a message, or somebody picks up, place your order, and again, there's no extra charge, so it's the same whether you do online.
Yeah.
In terms of picking tickets in person, we have decided not to put our tickets in multiple locations because that dilutes the seat allocation. Our tickets are available only in one location, that is Maharani Music.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So there are only three ways. Go online, call me
at
281-648-0422, or if you want to get tickets in person, go to Maharani Music on Hillcroft, and Tulsi is very nice.
Yeah.
He'll help you select seats and walk you through the whole ticketing process.
Okay, what about, do you have any kind of discounts for any special groups?
I'm glad you asked. Starting this year, to encourage student participation, we are offering 50% discount.
I see,
to all students on all events. On all ticket prices.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So that's a blanket offer. You come to any event and you're a student. Of course, it applies only to students, not to their guests.
I see,
you call me and I'll offer you 50% discount regardless of what price ticket you want. and this is true for all the 9 events we are presenting in 2014. Then we have group discounts. If you buy 10 or more tickets on phone, I'll offer you a 10% discount.
Okay, that's wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to All India Radio Houston, which today is being live streamed through YouTube. We are hoping that it will come out all right. When the program is finished, we're going to check and find out. Right now, it seems to be working all right, so people will be able to watch this on demand in the future. My special guest is Dr. Hari Dayal, who is the Chief Executive Officer of All Indo-American Association, which has been bringing art, culture, music, dance, drama, and old movie songs all put together for the past 20 years. So this is a great opportunity for you to become a member and enjoy all these cultural programs that are brought throughout the year to the Vardham Center. Okay, here's another important question people want to know. Can we get backstage passes? Because we want to meet the artists.
Okay. The backstage passes.
Yeah.
Here is the situation. Most artists, after a grueling day of travel and performance and all the anxiety that goes with it, after the show, do not want to be bothered, want to go to their hotel room, shower, and have a dinner. And prepare for the next concert in the next city. So the opportunity for backstage passes is very, very limited.
So it's good for people to know, because you know, they think, oh, you know, I want to meet in this, you know, it's a great artist. I want to take a picture with the artist so I can put it on the Facebook and all this. But a lot of things go on, you know, during the show and all. You're right, because they may be flying in at 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon and then getting ready and performing 3 hours.
So people have to understand that these backstage passes or meeting the artist backstage is not in our control.
I know.
It is the artist who controls, and the artists use us as a shield.
I know.
Okay? They don't want to entertain any backstage people, but they put it on us. Okay, so we become the bad guys. But that's really the artist.
I know. Even sometimes the national promoters, I don't know if they have any strict guidelines as to, you know, whether we can do something or not.
No, even the national promoters, at the end of the day, who calls the shots is the artist.
That's right.
I mean, Sonu Nigam tells.
I know, absolutely.
Rocky, what will happen? Not the
other way around. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to All India Radio Houston. My special guest is Dr. Hari Dayal from Indo-American Association, which has brought cultural programs to Houston for past 20 years, and they're going to kick off their program, which we're going to come to in a couple of minutes. And if somebody wants to sponsor one of your programs, is there an opportunity, and how do they go about?
Yes, there are plenty of opportunities. And for any business, corporation, or any organization, or any individual, they can sponsor individual programs. They can also offer the entire series if they want.
I see,
And in consideration of that, we can provide them tickets.
I see,
we can provide them marquee exposure at Jones Hall and Vardham Center. We can provide them exposure and radio ads we do in our printed ads in the newspapers. We can even provide them on-stage recognition. And there's a whole spectrum.
So it's going to be like a win-win situation for the sponsors and also for the association.
There's a whole spectrum of things we can provide, depending on what suits them and what they need most.
I see. So what number do they get in touch with if somebody wants to sponsor the program?
The best thing is to call me.
Yeah.
And the number is the same, 281-648-0422.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested in sponsoring a program and getting recognition for your contribution to the association, the number to call is 281-648-0422. You're listening to All India Radio Houston. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, your host. My special guest is Dr. Hari Dayal from Indo-American Association, which has been bringing cultural programs for the past 20 years. So let's start with the calendar of events for the year 2014, and we'll come to the first item last.
All right.
So we'll conclude with the first item.
Good.
Yeah. So on March 18th, of course, you're going to have You can tell.
Well, Zakir Hussain and Masters of Percussion.
And we'll come back to a little more description of that. Okay, let's cover some of the other items for the remainder of the calendar.
Well, 2014 calendar, we have as a special feature, we have 9 events.
Yeah.
3 of those events are dedicated to the legacy of Pandit Ravi Shankar. And they're specially designed so that in the first concert, the oldest of his disciples perform, and that is Vishwaman Bhatt, Dayal Shankar, and Tarun Bhattacharya, and they perform on April 13. Age-wise, they are the oldest of his disciples.
So explain a little more on this. And of course, Ravi Shankar played the sitar, and you said these disciples, from what I understand, are playing different roles or different.
Ravi Shankar played sitar. But he has trained sarangi players.
Is that right?
Best known as Ramesh Mishra.
Yeah.
He has trained Mohan Veena, which is Mohan Bhatt, the Grammy winner.
Yeah.
He has trained flutist Ronu Majumdar. He has trained sarod player Partho Sarthi.
Yeah.
And of course, he has trained many sitar players, including his daughter.
So this is all just from his sitar notations and things like that.
These people are not limited to the instrument they play.
Yeah, because that's something I think we want the people to public to kind of understand as to how. Well, he has influenced so many different.
Well, it's not only just instruments. Lakshmi Shankar, who recently passed away, the diva, she learned vocal from Ravi Shankar.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So
these guys are so versatile. They're not limited to one instrument or one.
Okay, let's. That's very interesting.
So that's the first generation. The second generation, which is a little younger, are Parthasarthi, Sarod. Subhendra Rao, the sitar.
I see.
And Ronu Majumdar, the flute.
Flute, yeah.
And all those 3 are his disciples.
I see,
so that concert is on May 10th. Then we conclude the series on November 2nd with the show everybody is waiting for, I think.
Yeah.
There's Anushka Shankar.
Anushka Shankar. Oh, okay.
And in this particular show, Anushka teams up with some Western musicians on cello, keyboard, and of course she has Indian musicians. So it's a big ensemble.
So it's a pretty big one compared to the what I would say earlier years where we just had a tabla player and a harmonium player and,
This one
tanpura and all this.
This one has Western musicians also. And the thing is, when Ravi Shankar was almost dying. That's the time Anushka Shankar brought out the CD called Traces of You. And the CD Traces of You has gotten so much Western press.
I see. Oh,
believe it.
Is that?
So this concert of Anushka is mostly based on Traces of You.
I see. Yeah.
And it is, of course, sitar, but it is also East-West. And,
so you're going to have a lot of different instruments in this
I mean, this
group.
This is a concert we fully expect 50% audience to be non-Indians.
Non-Indians, Plus, of course, it's going to be at the Jones Hall, which has
this is at Vardham Center.
Oh, Vardham Center. Oh, okay. So you have a few other ones, besides this legacy of Ravi Shankar disciples and.
Yes, the other concerts, of course, we have a Qawwali program. The Pakistani Qawwals, Farid and Farid Ayaz Qawwal, who are distinguished in Qawwali singing because they sing in classical ragas.
I see, yeah.
And they even tell you that this is Bhairavi, this is Bhim Palasi.
I have a question. When we talk about classical music, is Hindustani classical different from, I don't know what classical scales they use in Pakistan? Do you know?
No.
Yeah, I was just curious because a lot of these Pakistani songs, they're all based on classical music, and I was wondering whether they have the similar.
Well, of course. In August 14, 1947, the countries were divided, but the cultures could not be divided.
The culture was there for hundreds of years before.
Therefore, cultures could
Some of the Indian cultures came from Mughal era and all these things. So,
so all the musicians of Pakistan who are classical based, you can assume that it is based on the Hindustani or the North Indian tradition, not the Carnatic tradition.
Yeah, you see, I grew up in Karnataka, and I was used to listening to Carnatic classical music, and more recently I focused on Hindustani, and it is quite distinct, when you listen to two different classes of
so these
Pakistanis,
I mean, of course, there are some ragas which are very, very close or common in the Hindustani.
Because the names are same, Bhairavi and Bilawal or like Malkums, things like that.
But many many North Indian musicians, Hari Prasad Chaurasia, these guys play this what is Hansadhani.
Yeah, Hansadhani.
Hansadhani is Karnataka. But a lot of North Indian musicians have taken a liking to it, and it's a beautiful.
That's right. Yeah.
And the performance. So.
Okay, let's get to our featured event. We got a couple of more minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to All India Radio Houston. This is coming through live stream to YouTube. You can search for us on keyword Nik Nikam, my blog, and there you'll be able to see it on demand. Our audio system in the radio is getting fixed up. Anyway, let's talk about Zakir Hussain and Masters of Percussion, which is going to be coming up in a couple of days.
4 days.
4 days. Okay.
Well, our season opener is Zakir Hussain and Masters of Percussion.
Yeah.
And of course, Zakir is a dear friend, and we have presented him almost every year.
Yeah.
This concert this time is a ultimate concert in rhythm, melody, and dance.
I see.
And let me tell you what I mean. In rhythm, we have, of course, Zakir Hussain, the tabla. We have most famous Western drummer, Steve Smith.
Yeah.
And he's so special that his drums are being shipped from Virginia.
I see, yeah.
We cannot get drums that he wants in Houston.
I see, yeah.
We have dholki player, Vijay Chauhan.
Yeah.
If you have listened to any Bollywood song where there is dholki,
I see, yeah.
90% chances are that it is Vijay Chauhan who's playing it. Then there's a young dhol player, which is a very traditional Indian instrument, Deepak Bhatt. So there are 4 percussionists. Then there are 2 in melody, Dilshad Khan on sarangi, and Niladri Kumar on sitar.
Yeah.
Finally, for the first time ever, by special arrangement, we have Zakir Hussain's wife,
I see,
Tony, and Antonia Manikora, who is an accomplished Kathak dancer.
I see.
She's a disciple of Sitara Devi, those who will relate to Kathak.
That's amazing.
She will be performing Kathak to the tabla accompaniment of Zakir and the sarangi accompaniment of Dilshad Khan. And that will be really
this is absolutely
one of the highlights. One of the highlights of this concert on March 18, Tuesday, 8 o'clock at Jones Hall. Again, students get 50% discount. And tickets are available. People can go online. People go to Marani Music. People can call me. Like I said, we have presented Zakir many times. But I think this is going to be something very, very special.
Okay, that's all the time we have, ladies and gentlemen. You have been listening to All India Radio Houston. I am Dr. Nik Nikam. My special guest is Dr. Hari Dayal from Indo-American Association. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Nick.